Possum Belly climbs up the left of southern exposure, up to a ledge, and into the overhanging gymnastic finish. The first crux is getting over the bulge off of the ledge. However, you may find that navigating the ledge is a difficult thing in the first place. It gets you a little disoriented. This is something that you should look ahead to and really plan out the sequence to get off the ledge by actually first planning the sequence getting into the ledge. If you start spinning around, doing a 180 or 360, or essentially facing yourself away from the wall on the left, you're going to have trouble getting back onto the wall and actually navigating the crux itself. Just because the holes up there are super thin and there's only so many that actually help you navigate the crux itself. If you move too far to the right, going towards southern exposure, sure, you have a great rest, but it becomes very difficult to get back into the route itself. So I planned this one out knowing that I had really only one shot to get myself into the correct position. I top roped this route only once, but I've watched multiple people do it, and I've had a discussion actually with another really fantastic climber that day who had just done south of No North and got her red point or pink point go when after working it for a bit. So congrats to her. But she and I kind of discussed the same thing, that you start doing some funky non-climbing moves, almost kind of like, I don't know what you would call it, groveling, if you will, on the ledge. And you've got to get your head back into like climbing maneuvers, if you will, at this point. So that's where I was at. I was kind of crouched over, and my thought was, okay, do not turn to the right, do not turn to the right, keep your body to the left. And luckily there is a little undercling thing that you can get your thumb into to be able to lean yourself back on the ledge. You need to clip that bolt anyway, but that will help you stay in a proper position so that moving off the ledge and moving through the crux is possible. The crux itself has always been a bit weird for me. Again, I have only done this once, but mentally kind of I do the same thing, or did the same thing, I should say, when I got on it this time, even though I tried to pre-plan it. There is a really good in-cut, almost kind of spike thing out to the left. You'll see here, first I grabbed a small crimp, and then left foot way far out, and there's a good side pull. You get the right foot up, and then you grab another good crimp, and there is actually, after the sloping horn thing there with the left hand, there is another flat to kind of in-cut edge straight up from your left hand on that little bump of a mound there on the slight overhang. And it's what I was going to first, and I moved kind of outright to go grab it, but it is kind of far up there. There's a little intermediate crimp, and I was looking for it, couldn't find it, so I went back to the decent horn thing, or sloping horn ledge thing, knowing that spike is out left, and that's what I ultimately went for. It's in cut, it's just further away from the other flatter edge out to the right. That again, it's slightly in cut, but it feels pretty flat when you grab it. So I just had to go for it, and got the foot up, started to lean the body over, and then just bam. But it's one of those things, choose your own adventure at that point. You'll be able to get it one way or the other. But again, there is something else outright, and you can kind of see it there when I pop my head down right there. That's where that hold is. And it would make it easier for somebody, I think, with a shorter reach to get that in there. I'm using it actually right there. to be able to move out to the right. After that, on the next section here, after this little ledge and a rest, you've got two options. You can either kind of climb this thin section that's vertical through the bolts directly, or you can use the arete out to the left and then kind of move your way back over to the right. I like using the arete and then going over to the face. It allows me to do some heel hooking, and just the holds are just larger, and it doesn't pump you out as bad. My hands were getting the kind of screaming barfies kind of thing right there. It was not super cold, but I had just been over gripping and pushing all the blood out of them, and it was cold enough in that area where it was shaded to where the combination of the two ended up doing that kind of weird screaming barfy thing. Even though I had already warmed up and blood was pumping through the arms already, I think maybe from the long rest I took before actually doing this, the capillaries weren't as expanded as they should be. But that was the process I got to get up to ultimately the really fun super juggy finish. I did goof up and did the classic dumb maneuver of doing a Z clip. Luckily, it's at a spot, and that's after the second bolt from this ledge. Basically, there's two bolts up there, and the second one that past the ledge, I did the Z clip, but luckily it was in a spot where I could move my body down, undo that stupid Z clip, and get back into the groove of things. It's a great route. I am stoked to have gotten it that day. I was really, really looking forward to getting at least the 111C Whistling Wabash. I didn't know if I would get this one. Got it. So super stoked on that. Also was able to top rope south of No North, the 12A-B, just to the right of it, clean. So this could be my first outdoor 12A. Which is kind of what I was thinking, just because I'm really tuned into the rock up here. I thought it was going to work out for me. It seems like it's going to. My partner, Austin, who you can see belaying, he did get it this trip. So congrats to him. Big shout out to Austin. Well done. Your first 12A, first 12A, in fact, outside. And pretty meteoric rise. He was actually still falling off like 11 Bs outside just a few months ago, but he's been putting in a lot of work at the gym, and it shows. So congrats, hats off to you. Big round of applause. Well done, Austin. And hopefully I will be following in your footsteps here pretty soon. So here's another awesome one. Hopefully you guys can get on out and get it. Hobo Jungle is just a fantastic place. Dassite is a really cool rock. Flagstaff is a beautiful town. See you at the crag. Like and subscribe if you can.
Fuck. I Z-clipped. Okay, climbing.